Welcome to another Luck Scout bedtime story. In a remote valley surrounded by forested hills, there was a river that flowed so quietly it was almost a secret to the world. This river was known as the River of Quiet Stars because each night, as the world fell silent, the stars above would reflect perfectly in its calm waters. The villagers nearby spoke of the river as a place of magic, a hidden sanctuary where dreams and thoughts could drift gently downstream. One evening, a young man named Leo found himself walking along the riverbank. Life had been busy and full of challenges, and though he didn't fully understand why, he felt drawn to the river that night. He had heard stories of its calming power and thought that maybe, just maybe, it could bring him a sense of peace he hadn't felt in a long time. As he settled beside the river, Leo gazed into the water, seeing the stars shimmering softly in its reflection. He took a deep breath, and for the first time in weeks he allowed himself to let go of his worries. The river's calmness seemed to flow through him, soothing his mind and easing his heart. As Leo sat in the quiet, he began to notice a faint sound, almost like a song. It wasn't loud or clear, but rather a gentle murmur, as if the river itself were humming a lullaby to the world. The sound was soft and rhythmic, blending with the rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of crickets. It was a melody of peace, a song meant only for those who took the time to listen. With each passing moment, Leo felt himself relaxing more deeply, as though the river's song were washing away his worries. He closed his eyes, listening to the gentle flow, feeling as though he were floating on the water, carried by its serene rhythm. In that stillness, Leo understood something he hadn't realized before. Life didn't always have to be a rush, a constant striving for more. There was beauty in simply being, in allowing himself to pause and breathe, and to be part of the quiet world around him. Leo opened his eyes and noticed something glimmering near the river's edge. A small, smooth stone with a faint, silvery glow. Intrigued, he reached down and picked it up, feeling its cool, smooth surface against his skin. The stone felt comforting in his hand, like a reminder of the peace he had found in that quiet moment by the river. The villagers believed that the River of Quiet Stars sometimes left small gifts along its banks, tokens of calm and clarity for those who sought its peace. Leo held the stone tightly, feeling as though it had been left there just for him, a small reminder of the serenity he had found by the river's side. He smiled, realizing that this simple stone would be a symbol of his time at the river, a reminder to slow down and find quiet moments amidst the busyness of life. As Leo gazed once more into the river, he noticed how perfectly it reflected the stars above, creating a mirror of the night sky. He realized that just like the river, his mind was capable of reflecting calm and clarity if he allowed it to be still. The worries and distractions that filled his days were like ripples on the surface, temporary passing disturbances. But beneath them, there was a steady flow, a quiet place within him that he could always return to. Leo understood now that the river wasn't just a place, it was a reminder of the peace that could be found within himself. He didn't need to carry his burdens alone. He could let them drift away, trusting that clarity would return, just as the river returned to calm after a passing breeze. He took a deep breath, feeling a lightness he hadn't felt in a long time. He knew that he could carry this peace with him, no matter where he went, and that whenever life became overwhelming, he could think back to the river's gentle flow. As dawn began to break, casting a soft glow over the valley, Leo rose and tucked the small stone into his pocket. He walked back toward the village, feeling as though he were carrying a piece of the river's serenity with him. The world around him seemed brighter, filled with a quiet beauty he hadn't noticed before. From that day on, Leo returned to the river whenever he needed a moment of calm, a place to listen to the song of the world. And even when he wasn't there, he could still feel the river's peace within him, like a gentle current that flowed through his heart and mind. As you lie in your bed tonight, remember the story of Leo and the River of Quiet Stars. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and imagine the peaceful flow of a calm river carrying your worries downstream. Let the song of stillness fill your heart, knowing that peace is always within reach, waiting for you to pause and listen. Drift into a restful sleep and let the calm of the river guide you to sweet dreams. Good night.